not only won all 4 previous encounters, won in the second round in China in 2 straight games, but it was close, 22-20, 21-19.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. We've already seen from the 2 players, they're both quite tall, rangy players and like to use those steep angled cuts. And both of them have already had some success with that in this early stage of this game. Again, they're looking for the angle rather than power on that shot, just misjudging it slightly into the top of the net.
2. Service over. 3-0.
Well, Ian, I was talking about the fact that Wang Yihan missed the All England earlier this year because of a right knee injury, and we can see quite clearly that she's heavily strapped on that right knee. Just trying to protect things. She's been in good form of late, though, as Wang Yihan.
Service over.
Yes, I was in the hotel gym at the same time as she was doing a session yesterday, Jill, and doing a lot of proprioception work on which builds up sort of the articulation in the lower joints, ankles, knees, reinforcing the small muscles around those areas to try and protect the knee joint itself. It's quite interesting. Did a very, very long session. More of a injury prevention session and a rehabilitation session and a traditional preparation for a next day match, I would say.
Oh, that's perfect length. Yep. Deep into the back corner there.
Yeah, good play. Wang Yihan looking to try and bring her base up during that rally, and Korean girl just forcing her back into the rear court all the time. It's in very, very good length. And there we see the steep angles.
Service over.
Wang Yihan, when she can take the shuttle early, does bring the shuttle down not only steeply but very quickly as well, as we saw.
Well, interesting that Wang Yihan pumping that deep forehand corner of the Korean.
Yeah, tactically quite interesting because the Korean obviously wants to go at that round the head corner of Wang Yihan as well. So we're getting some half-court singles rallies at the moment.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what she does so well. Doesn't try and hit that hard, just brings it.
6-7.
Wang Yihan, the only singles player throughout the OSIM BWF World Superseries of 2011 to win 3 of the 5 premier events.
Oh. Yeah, again, nice variety, nice width, isn't it? You know, she shuttle down steeply to the forehand side twice of Wang Yihan there, then switch the direction across to the backhand.
Service over. 8-7.
Just guilty of forcing the play a little bit there. Wang Yihan hitting a good length. Yeah, again, Hyun probing the rear court.
It's a good rally.
Yeah, much more patient play from Hyun there. Probing the rear court, trying to create space in the forecourt, making Wang Yihan work extremely hard there.
That's always, to me, a little sign that she's nervous. She starts going for these winners on the return of serve. All level.
And again, good use of the full court there. Good length deep into that backhand corner of Wang Yihan. And then switching the direction short across the court to force Wang Yihan to cover the full distance of the diagonal.
Oh, magnificent. What a rally.
Yeah, for a long period of that rally, looked as though Hyun was controlling. Just at the end, yeah, Wang Yihan able to read that cross-court slice and took it really early and whipped it back into that cross-court back corner.
Yeah, well worked rally from Sung Ji-hyun. Well, she's the one who has the advantage at the mid-game interval. Just 1 point in it, though. But I have to say, Ian, I thought there was 1 or 2 little occasions there where Wang Yihan looked very nervous indeed, was having to react so much to what her opponent was throwing at her. And all credit to the
with a lot of confidence from a win last week. Clearly has a tactic to work the rear court corners, create some space in the forecourt for the short angles, and she's played it well so far. But Wang Yihan, often a nervous starter. I'm sure the coaches will be talking to her now about being more patient, not trying to force the play too early in the rally. Play the rallies out with her opponent, use her physical strength.
And of course we should perhaps just explain the format of these Super Series finals, in the fact that there's 2 groups of 4 players in each group, and each player plays the other 3 in their group in a round robin contest, and then the top 2 of each group go through to the semi-final stage. So unlike all other Super Series tournaments, there is a second chance, even if you do lose, that you could progress through and even win the tournament.
Yeah, these first matches in pools, though, Jill, are crucial, aren't they? You know, if you lose your first game in a pool format, you're under enormous pressure. And as you say, you have got a second chance, but it does put pressure on if you don't perform in the first one. That's good early net. Hyun there, extending, using her height and a long reach, extending the arm, taking the shuttle really early, reading the play well, finding really good touch at the net.
Oh, that's well wide. Almost as if she changed her mind as she was about to play that shot.
Yeah, I think the tactic is not to let Wang Yihan follow the shuttle in from there, so it's trying to hold and flick over the top, but that's twice from that short backhand side. She's lost control of it outside the side of the court.
Of course, Sung Jae-hyung's big breakthrough was at the Korean Open last year when she reached the final. Remember, in the second round she beat Denmark's Tina Bound. I think she was only 18 at the time. That's gone wide as well.
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit of a draft that way, doesn't they? A little bit of a drift with the shuttle. Too many shuttles from the Korean perspective going out of the side of the court. Yeah, more patient rally, but also an increased tempo since the coaching break. I think the mid-game interval there looks as though the coaching at from the Chinese coaches was about increasing the tempo of the rallies a little bit more, playing with a bigger margin. And since the mid-game interval, she's managed to force her opponent into a number of mistakes already.
It was interesting what you were saying earlier, Ian, about Wang Yihan and her gym session yesterday, because, you know, I do think that she's looking probably a lot physically stronger than I've seen her for a while.
Yes. Yeah, I was watching very closely in the gym yesterday. I mean, I'm sure she'd had a hitting session in the morning. The afternoon was more about reinforcement. But I have to say, it was very much about protecting the joints and very much a rehabilitation or strengthening session. A lot of concentration around the ankles and the knees, reinforcing all the muscles around those areas.
Oh, that's good. Oh, my word. Well, no wonder she celebrates. Goodness me. I didn't think she was going to even get to it, and then to play a net shot that hit the top of the tape, went over.
No, great agility. Direction, she'd been sent the wrong way, managed to fix, hold, change direction, and that shows the leg strength that she's got. Not only that, the control with the hand at the end of it to find the great precision with the net shot.
Yeah, quite remarkable.
And again, great touch, low down. It was a good shot from the Korean girl. Got Wang Yihan taking the shuttle very late, but she found super touch again.
Yeah, and she was really encroaching in on the net there, wasn't she? She was eager to hunt the shuttle at the front of the court.
Well, that's the danger, isn't it? She brings the base as far forward as she can. In the earlier part of the game, we saw Hyun forcing her to turn and play in the rear court a lot, but as the game's progressed, it's Wang Yihan that's controlling the tactical side of this game. Net court again at the net. She's found some real touch from that short backhand corner in the last few points.
9 of the last 11 points going Wang Yihan's way. And I think your analysis about the mid-game interval and the coaching break and being told to up the pace and up her intensity is exactly what has indeed happened. Yeah. 7 game points. Closes out the opening game at the first opportunity. Wang Yihan, world champion, world #1. 21-13 in 19 minutes of play.
만들려 그러면 그걸 좀 차고 나가는 동작을 좀 빨리 해가지고 그러고 대각으로 다 기다리고 있어. 왜 직선으로 여기서 직선이 안 돼? 그걸 같이 해줘야 앞에서 판단이 안 되지. 같더라도 중심이 흐트러지가 받게 된다. 계속 그 공식대로만 가니까 알고 있어.
김문수.
그리고 이 스피드가
Korean coach.
볼 스피드 나오고 몸 움직임이 굉장히 빨라져.
Yeah, unusual to see Korea not having a specialist singles coach here. He's a great double specialist, but obviously a good understanding all around. He's been around the game for a long time. Clearly from the body language, he's talking about using those rear two corners, using the rear court, not to let Wang Yihan come forward, because that's when she's been able to take control of the rallies, when she's been able to take the shuttle early in the front court.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, this is where Sung Ji-hyun really has to use her mental discipline. Perhaps a little physically and mentally drained from last week, winning the Korea Grand Prix event. And you're going down, slightly tired against the world number one. Mental toughness required.
Yeah, just a little short there, forced to take the defensive backhand. Went for the cross-court backhand clear, but Wang Yihan so quick to get behind the shuttle and bring it down straight.
Immediately, the body language of Sung Ji-hyun turning to look at her coach, and that, is, to me, is worrying signs for only 2 points into this second game.
Yeah, and it seems to be down that side of the court, doesn't it? It seems to be a slight drift in the hall from left to right as we're looking at it. And she's not really adjusted to that at all. Not giving herself a margin down that line at either end.
Super play from Wang Yihan.
Yeah, she's in full flow now. She's found a good rhythm, found a tactic and a tempo that suits her and not her opponent. Yep, same side again. She's not learning, is she? Needs to give herself more margin, hitting to that side. Shuttle just drifting left to right.
Well, since Wang Yihan was 11-12 down in that opening game, she's now won 15 of 16 points.
She needed that. She needed to break that run of points. A little bit lucky with the net cord.
Well, that was slightly worrying, the way Wang Yihan was so slow to recover from that deep lunge position, I thought, Ian.
Yeah, it's that deep forehand side, isn't it? She looks a little bit tentative with this knee niggle she's been carrying for a while now.
Yeah, picked that up in the China League last year.
Yeah, that's good play though. Again, just the intensity too much for Ji-hyun there.
Wang Yihan enjoying her 5th spell at #1 in the world. First achieved that status in September 2009. Oof, that's well recovered.
Yeah, same again, not wanting to keep the weight too long on that right leg. A little lack of confidence. Certainly, I think if I was in the Korean to use that diagonal, forcing Wang Yihan deep into that backhand corner, then trying to cut short to that forehand side.
You're right about the drift. There's definitely, as we look down on the court, the drift is going from left to right. There's another example of it.
Yeah, you've got to give yourself a good margin for error playing down that right-hand side of the court as we're looking. Shuttle drifting quite dramatically when it's losing speed.
Really played herself into trouble there. Wang Yihan going for the cross court, but Sang Jae-hyun was absolutely waiting for it. Just missed it.
Yeah, right shot. Just missed on execution there. It's good space. Managed to intercept the shuttle early.
Key taking it early at the net. Wang Yihan got the options. Just held and flicked quite on in the match, and there just that delicate little net shot. Opponent not even reacting to it. Well, there's the hold and flick that time. Sang Jae-hyun doesn't like the call. Look towards the umpire, look towards her coach.
Certainly first impression was I felt it was going to drift long. Just have the feeling both of them are struggling a little bit with the conditions, Jill. Certainly talking to some of the players yesterday when they'd practiced in the hall, nobody was mentioning a side drift, but it's very marked today, I think.
Yeah. Also ought to mention the fact that it's very cold conditions here for the players. You and I are sitting with our coats on here.
I was going to say, it's not just for the players.
But that does affect play, doesn't it?
It does.
Quite dramatically.
Yes, it does, and certainly shuttles are not flying very quick. And with the side drift as well, it becomes very awkward for the players.
So the 5-point advantage, mid-game interval.
Play.
with the world #1. Oh, good reactions.
Yeah, a little lucky off the frame, I think, but as you say, great reactions to get a racket to the shuttle. Yeah, better patience there from Hyun, working Wang Yihan around the court.
Yeah, seemed to have control of the front of the court especially, didn't she, in that last rally?
Yeah, Wang Yihan going through one of those periods, isn't she, Jill, where she wants to force. Just looks like she wants to get on with it at the moment. Not lost a little bit of patience, not playing the rallies out, and trading shots with Ji-hyun's a little bit dangerous. She's a dangerous player. She's got a lot of winning shots herself. Just needs to go back to a more patient game.
Missed it. Well, as the rally was in progress, I thought she's just proving your point, Ian, but she was more patient throughout most of that rally. But
yeah, more patient, but just lacking a little bit of pace in the rally. It was quite passive what she was doing, wasn't it? It's gone from attacking to defending rather than try and keep the rhythm in the rallies, but with a little bit of margin for error, but keep her opponent moving around the court quickly. That's what she did so well in the second half of the first game.
Missed another one. Well,
yeah.
This is a run of 5 straight points for Sung Ji-hyun.
Yeah, never really in position to play that shot. Just ran out of patience during the rally. You could almost see it coming, couldn't you? That she was going to try something. Off balance, shuttle behind the shoulder, trying to hit a winning cross-court slice. Very difficult.
It's always a fine balance, though, isn't it, Ian? Because I mean, I'm a great believer that one of the reasons why Wang Yihan is the world #1, one of the reasons she is world champion, is because she does have this variety overhead, and she also has the willingness to go for something a little bit different on court, which, of course, when it's working, we all sing her praises. But when it's not working, when she's making a couple of errors, we're screaming at her to be a little more patient in her play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want her to play passively. I wouldn't like to see her playing passively, but just to keep some tempo in the clears, keep the rhythm high, because I think that's when she plays at her best.
Yeah.
When she plays at a slow rhythm, she gets nervy, even if it needs rhythm in the game to play well. And just at times here, she's let the rhythm go too slow, then she makes mistakes.
Yeah. And
then she forces, and then she goes for too much, and it's getting the balance right. When she gets the balance right, I think she's almost unbeatable at the moment.
Yeah.
But she just sometimes just loses that rhythm.
Is that something that comes with more experience, or is that a mental thing, do you think?
I think you'd have to say with Wang Yihan, it's probably a mental balance, I would say. And I'm sure she'll get better with experience. But there are times when she feels she wants to play very aggressively, and then if that's not working, she then tends to go to a game that's too passive, and she gets caught in between the two. Yeah, it's just drifted out again when there's no pace on the shuttle seems to almost dive to the right at the moment, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Playing slow to this right hand side of the court. It's very dangerous at the moment.
Oh, that's delightful.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Not a great return of serve though. Nice to the sideline, no great angle. Hyun able to just take one step out to the side, intercept, and use the quick switch of direction.
So having twice been 6 points adrift in this second game, now back level. 14 all.
And that's very short. Off balance in that round the head corner. If there is a weakness, that's the corner, isn't it, with Wang Yihan? When you can force her quickly into playing around the head there. It's a very short clear, well dealt with by Hyun. A little bit short there, desperate to try and get the shuttle quickly into that round the head corner. But Wang Yihan had read it. This time she was in good position and able to use her power and reach to bring the shuttle down across the court. Again, it's that quick push into that deep backhand corner, forcing the short reply. Good smash down the centre to finish.
Crucial rallies coming up. Well,
it's the mistake from that deep backhand corner again, isn't it? Not giving herself a margin with the drift down the line.
well, at the start of this second game, when Wang Yihan raced to that 5-love lead, I thought that really Song Ji-hyun was perhaps out of it, but I talked about mental discipline, mental toughness, and my goodness, she's responded well. Just 3 points away from sending this to a third and deciding game.
And good pressure there when she got the attack, was able to maintain it.
16.
She's showing signs maybe of the confidence she's gained from last week's result. She's stuck with the task here. Wang Yihan guilty of making one or two errors which have helped her cause, but she's stuck in there and she's getting the reward now.
Yeah, well, it's only once previously of their 4 previous meetings has it gone the full distance. That was the first time these two players met. Semi-final of the Korean Open. Oh, she's pushed it wide.
Yeah, same
Would
again.
you believe it? 4 game points now to Sung Jae-hyun. Going wide, and indeed it is 1 game apiece. What a wonderful comeback from Sung Jae-hyun. 1 game all confirms the umpire. 21-16 and 42 minutes of play.
Well, you said it at the end of the first game, we were questioning whether Sung Jae-hyun was showing tiredness after the tournament she played last week. You have to say she's shown great mental strength there in that second game. She got a bad start, she had every reason for the head to go down, but she didn't, she stuck with it. And she got the reward. This is wide open now because there was a definite loss of confidence in that second part of that second game there from Wang Yihan. Completely lost her way tactically. Started to hit shuttles out with the drift, the side drift. Really lost her focus.
First ever Olympic champion in the men's doubles discipline. And he's getting very animated, isn't he, with the way he's talking to his player.
Yeah, well, I think he feels there's a real chance here. He's seen the dip in form of Wang Yihan. He'll know throughout the year that Wang Yihan is a confidence player when her confidence goes. Tactically, she sometimes struggles. I'm sure he's saying that the first 5 or 6 points here are crucial to keep the pressure on Wang Yihan, not let Wang Yihan dictate.
So 3rd and deciding game. Pushed it long. Well, there's no doubting this player's capabilities because already this year she's had victories over Wang Xin, Jiang Yang Jiao and Wang Sheshian. This is the only one of the top 4 Chinese players that she's yet to record a victory against.
It's a good quality rally.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Kim there, urging his player on. He knows how important these first few points are. She played with good intensity and good patience there, keeping the pressure on a Chinese opponent. it's got to be well out the back.
Reassuring nod there from Ning.
Again, the key is there, Wang Yihan able to move forward so quickly, using all of her reach to take the shuttle really early, as we can see there. Yeah, good pressure up that side of the court again. Forcing Wang Yihan to take the shuttle on the backhand side in that deep corner. And the mistake came.
Real opportunity.
Yeah, you can see Wang Yihan urging herself on there. She's took a risk there, tried to play a flatter, quicker rally just to get some rhythm into the game.
Oh,
well, that's
goodness.
well, just having said that, that's a really poor shot. She must know there's a big side drift there now. As soon as you play the high clear up that side of the court, the shuttle's just going to get carried away to the right. A little bit lucky. It was a little bit tentative, I felt. It's quite short. Korean had the chance to attack, but Wang Yihan wins it with the net cord.
Yes. And the crowd trying to lift Wang Yihan. Back into the lead, the world champion.
Wang Yihan really taking her time at the moment. Yeah, getting a little warning there from the umpire.
Yeah. Well, talked a lot about the sideways drift, but there's most definitely a lengthways drift as well. goodness.
Wow, super defense from Hyun early on in that rally. Wang Yihan had 4 or 5 really good attacking shots, able to stay in the rally. And eventually created her own attacking opportunity. A little bit lucky with the finish, bit of a miss hit.
Oh, it's called good.
Yeah, just when you think she's getting going, just an error of judgment. And they're back all square.
Superb. Lovely smash.
Yeah, Hyun trying to get the shuttle quickly into that rear court backhand corner, but Wang Yihan read the play, was able to intercept the shuttle early, using the space straight down the line.
It's drifted wide as well. Urging herself on. There's another one drifting wide. You'd think by now the players will have realised that drift and would have made adjustments.
Yeah, they're both still struggling with it, aren't they? And it's when the shuttle's losing speed, it goes very quickly, it dives away to the right-hand side.
Good aggression from Wang Yihan, and on a run of 5 straight points from 6-all. The 5-point advantage as the players change ends in this deciding game.
Yeah, no great winning shots from Wang Yihan in the second part. Last 5 or 6 points there, but what she did get was good intensity. She managed to play with a little bit of margin, keep the shuttle on the court, but put a bit of pace into the rallies. And that suits her a lot more.
What did you make of that? Better reactions to when you see your opponent is about to hit the shuttle, explosive movement. He seemed to be, or was he trying to say, look, you've got to look for the angles?
I think he's just trying to basically just get her moving a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He knows how much she's played last week. I think it's more motivational than tactical at the moment, just to keep her legs driving. Wang Yihan's made a lot of mistakes during this game. She's got to stick in there, but she's got to got to match the intensity and match the pace of Wang Yihan. Yeah, and there's another example. It's a poor mistake. Easily behind the shuttle. Physically no problem, got behind the shuttle, but poor racket work really to drag that down into the net. It's better control.
It's just about perfect. Yeah, even affords herself a little nod of approval. Oh my goodness.
That's gone a long way. I mean, we're sitting right behind that, and as she hit that, it almost went right off her racket. Started to go to the right-hand side.
Well, the other two players in this group, Group A of the women's singles, battling it out on the adjoining court. Juliana Schenk from Germany against Tina Baun of Denmark.
You can't play the slow block when you're taking it as late as that. The straight block isn't on from that side. As soon as the shuttle loses pace, it's going to drift out to the right-hand side. Needs to be bringing that into the middle, and that's what she's shadowing afterwards. Good pressure.
Yeah.
Went for the more aggressive return of serve, followed it in, got the weak reply. Didn't take any chances, went to the centre of the court to finish the rally.
Slightly concerning to me, though, Ian, the fact that Wang Yihan, I don't know if we're going to see it, but as the smash went down, she raised her arm in the air as if to signal to the line judge that she thought it was long of the back line. I didn't think it was even close.
No, it's just a bad habit a lot of players have got into. Nice to see Hyun learning from her mistakes there. This time when the shuttle came down quickly to that forehand side, she brought the shuttle into the centre of the court, changed the direction, didn't play the straight block and won the point.
Using her height so well there, Wang Yihan, bringing the shuttle down so steeply.
Yeah, the clear just a little bit too flat, and we can see there Wang Yihan able to intercept the shuttle maybe 2 metres up the court. That makes the difference.
Oh, must have changed her.
Well, I think she was looking to play it down the line out of habit, and then sort of the drift came into her head and she tried to adjust the shot and the direction a little bit and completely messed it up. Oh, that's a nice angle. Couldn't try and force that one. Again, it's the early interception using a reach. Going to see it here. Intercepts the shuttle early, jumps. Doesn't try and hit it hard, just tries to bring it down on the angle. Opponent no chance.
Clock just ticked over the hour mark. Oh, that is wonderful play from Sung Ji-hyun.
That's a great rally. Wang Yihan showing great reflexes in defence there. But eventually Ji-hyun able to get through with a lovely sliced finish there. Straight drop.
Yeah, wonderful disguise, coupled with accuracy. Landed in, came back in with the drift.
Yeah, Ji-hyun there hitting into the wind, shuttle coming back, holding on it, and just deceiving Wang Yihan. Super rally again, well constructed.
Very much able to stand her ground at the front of the court.
Yeah, nice touch, good racket work. That's a big point.
Now just the one.
Yeah, and again Wang Yihan there when she loses confidence, she just tries to attack a little bit too much. Every shot there, she was trying to force the play. It means that her opponent's only playing on a very small court there.
Oh, that time it was perfect. My goodness me.
Well, you feel she needed that. That's her nature. She wanted to be aggressive, and this time she found the line. Clearly, tactically, it's the safer line to play to, though, hitting into the draft.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What a rally. It's going wide.
That's a fantastic rally from both players there. You have to admire the courage of this young Korean girl. She must be jaded from last week's effort. She's really digging deep here. She's able to deal with everything Wang Yihan could throw at her there.
Just 1 point the deficit. (18-19). Missed it. It is 19 all. Wow, what an encounter this has been. Well, I don't think I've ever seen Jan Ning look as nervous as that when she was on court. Certainly now as coach, looking very concerned indeed. Straight slice again. What a rally. Unbelievable.
Wow, fantastic.
Incredible. Well, it was all about who had the patience in that rally. This is extraordinary. 6 of the last 7 points have gone in favour of the youngster from Korea. Look at that wonderful angle. She's played the slice so well throughout this match. And now, on a run of 3 straight points, she finds herself at match point. Yeah, breathing heavily. That's understandable. Missed it. She records her first ever victory over the current world number 1, Wang Yihan. Sang Ji-hyun, what a match she's played. 6-11 down in this deciding game. Fought her way back. 14-18 down as well. Absolutely extraordinary. 7 of the next 8 points, and victory is hers. Incredible match. An hour and 12 minutes. 13-21, 21-16, 21-19 in the deciding game. An absolute thriller. What an absolutely terrific opening match here at the Ning BWF World Superseries Finals for 2011. And my goodness, if all our matches go like that, we're in for a thrilling week.